What's up, everybody? So Twitter's burning down. Just burning down. Because, well, we're starting at the beginning. Leslie Jones, star of the recent Ghostbusters movie, was bullied on the internet quite relentlessly after her movie came out. She, like I said, starred in the new Ghostbusters film, and not a lot of people liked it. They viewed it as a fairly bad film. Some people hated it with such a passion that they decided to bully her on Twitter. And some people say, well, she insulted us first. And I did see the news stories of the people who made Ghostbusters insulting the fans of the original series. And while I guess some people would say that gives them carte blanche, but if somebody insults you and you insult them back, you're still just as much of a 9-year-old as they are, especially over Twitter. So Leslie Jones got bullied, and she had a straight breakdown, and she might have been, at worst, she was in an extremely agitated mental state and tweeted horrible things about white people and homosexuals, just horrible things, and at best, she was experiencing massive harassment to the point where she was having an extremely agitated mental state, like I said earlier, and she had to get off Twitter, which to me doesn't sound like that bad of a thing, but some people, that's the biggest problem in the world. But she got harassed and caused her a lot of problems. Somebody might have hacked her account. I mean, that's what could have happened. Don't know. Either way, I'm not an expert on these sort of things. I just am open to the options of the scenario being either she said it or somebody hacked it or I'm open to mitigating circumstances in all scenarios. So after this tirade of hatred was dumped upon Leslie Jones, Twitter went on a banning rampage to bring justice to those who are so hateful. Well, I get hate all the time on the internet, and I just never seek to punish those people unless they get to the point where they're threatening my life. And then I just block them. And yeah, Leslie Jones could take a page from that book called If People Insult You on the Internet, They're 9 in the Brain. They're mentally 9. While they're doing that, they're having the same thought process. When I learned to speak the language that I was taught while growing up, the same thought process of a 9-year-old. So they're childish and ridiculous human beings that cause a whole lot of problems for everybody, and you shouldn't be taking them that seriously. Take their words with a grain of salt and don't even listen to it. But instead of taking that advice, Twitter went on a justice rampage, and they banned the political pundit Milo. And, well, I think political pundits are fucking annoying people, because you have to be a cunt just to be getting into the job. He's one of the ones I hate the least, because he seems slightly more reasonable than other pundits, but probably isn't. But it's still no reason for him to be banned off of Twitter for doing something that he had no control over. The reason why they banned Milo Yiannopoulos is that they say that his fucking followers were trolling her. And all he did was, from what I saw, he was making jokes while it was happening, like, oh my, how dare you say that about homosexuals, even though I don't think he thought it was her. And he also posted a review on a completely different website. I haven't gone to his Twitter to check his past history on tweets because it doesn't exist anymore, so I can't see what he said. So that's a thing. Twitter just banned his ass for harassing somebody over the internet, and I don't even think he had any part to do with it. I think they were like, you incited the trolls, which is weird because you can't incite anybody. I'm not one of those people that thinks words leads to much besides thought. And you can't really generalize like that about groups of people. So a vast majority of the people harassing what's her face were acolytes of Milo Yiannopoulos. That seems like an extreme exaggeration to me, to put it mildly. It's an extreme exaggeration. It was 90% Milo Yiannopoulos followers, so we're banning him. That seems false. And regardless, you shouldn't ban somebody for something somebody else did that they can't control. But I guess if that's the way it works, we should just hold the people that own Twitter responsible for everything said on Twitter. Because that's the way it works, right? You own Twitter, so you're responsible for everything put on Twitter. Yeah, because you incited it, right? You gave them Twitter, so you incited it. New words. Incited all of the hate that Leslie Jones herself made by you making Twitter. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. Have a nice day, everybody.